Happy Monday! It's time for your track facts and driver stats for Loudon. Stage 1 is 70 laps, stage 2 is 115 laps, and the final stage is 116 laps at this roughly 1 mile track. As for your driver stats, the driver that is on the pole for this race, Christopher Bell, was your winner here last year, and the active driver with the most track wins is Kevin Harvick with 4. Then we have a look at our drivers with the best average finishes since 2020. You see Keselowski in the mix, of course, Kevin Harvick, Hamlin, Truex, and Chastain. And then you have the overall best average finishes at this track, which again, Hamlin, Keselowski, Truex, Harvick, and then you have Bell in the mix again. Here are your practice results. Look at that from Michael McDowell. Again, like I've mentioned before with him and in the past few weeks especially, he is on an uphill climb, so great result for Michael in practice. Something that I noticed between practice and qualifying is that Chevy did not unload well to this track. They are going to have an uphill battle for this race. Starting with Kyle Busch in the 10th position. Now he's going to have to start at the rear of the field for this race. He sustained damage in qualifying that the team had to fix. Therefore, he's going to start to the rear for this race. And despite a power steering issue that showed up during practice and went its way into qualifying for William Byron, he was still able to qualify in the 7th position. At the time I'm recording this, I have no clue if they're going to have to move William Byron to the back of the pack. But overall, a pretty rough weekend so far for Chevy, but really promising for Toyota and Ford. Listen, I really do think that a Toyota is probably going to win the race this weekend, and I think it's going to be between Christopher Bell and Martin Truex Jr. However, I also know unexpected things can happen during these races. And there's one driver I can think of that needs a win, has been winless for way too long, and I think could potentially get it here. That's why I'm going to pick Brad Keselowski to win this race. It might be a bold pick, but again, if we looked at the stats, he's in the mix. He's solid at this track. I'm ready to see what that 6 team can do. But who do you think is going to win this race? Let me know in the comments.